Well, welcome back to the 2025 NRCHA Snaffle Bit Futurity. It is presented by Metallic Cat. I'm Amy Wilson here at the EQN Sports Desk, driven by Holiday Auto Group, and I get to welcome up Shannon Haskins and Tammy Jo Hayes. Thank you both for coming up.
Thanks for having us.
So we're talking all about your non-pro cow work high score. You guys tied with 218, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's start by talking about your horses. Shannon, we were visiting and when you walked up about how you train your horses. And I know this one is special to you, just a stylish boon. So give us all the details on this one.
Oh, I love this mare. She's been so trainable and so forgiving, and I just love her. She's like the epitome of grit and grace and rolled up in a cute little roan ball. I like her a lot.
A little 3-year-old mare, you call her Bonnie.
Mm-hmm.
So when you train, talk about that process and why you chose this horse.
Well, it's kind of the story behind this horse. She, my sister actually bred her, and we sold her in utero, and I kind of was wishing that we wouldn't have done that, and I knew that she was on the ground, and I wanted her really bad, and so I kind of, when she was a 2-year-old, I went and sought after her and got her bought. So
it was just meant to be.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tammy Jo, you trained with your husband, Sean. You were riding a horse called Smart Talkin'. Tell us all about this gelding.
So he was my first internet purchase. We bought him off out of the 817 sale as a yearling and sight unseen. And that's where I learned that you should check the weight before you buy him. I think he probably weighed 650 pounds soaking wet when we picked him up as a yearling. He looked like a weanling. And he's just trained up really, really good. Like he started a little slow, he just seemed pretty average through most of his 2-year-old year. I mean, we just assumed he'd be mine because he was so little. Mm-hmm. And about this time last year, the light bulb started really coming on, and he just started getting brighter and easier, and he really hasn't had many bad days, in the last year. It's been kind of a pleasure to train him.
So he got his name Pee-wee because of his size, but that actually worked out in your favor because now you get him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, through the summer and stuff, Sean even started making comments like, I wonder if I could get along. I wonder if he could get along packing me. And I'm like, nope, he sure can't. Don't want to hurt the little fella.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go ahead and take a look at your runs, and I'll have you both walk us through what we're watching. Shannon, we'll start with you.
Okay.
So at 218 to win the non-pro in the cow work. Tell us what we're watching.
The cow came out, and he didn't really box like I wanted to box, but I was just trying to control him and get him to drive across. I wanted to be able to push him across there, and so he'd pay attention and gonna run. And at this point I couldn't really decide if he was gonna run very hard or not. Ultimately he did not until after my first turn.
How important is it to be able to read a cow, but then how often do they do things that you wouldn't expect?
Oh, they do things that you don't expect all the time. And so right here I was just, I could hear everybody saying to be patient, and I'm thinking to myself, come on, run already. And then he picks up some steam, and here I made the decision to change sides because he was headed back to the gate, and this is where she really shines. She can really run up and circle one. And he obviously picked up a lot of speed, and she stuck right with him. So I was really, really happy with her. But
great job.
Thank you.
This is so much fun to watch, and it's also interesting. Obviously the cattle play a huge part, but how much they can change from start to finish as you're trying to read them and go through it all. Tammy Jo, tell us about yours.
So this is actually the second cow I got. The first one wouldn't go anywhere. And my strategy was just to get it over to that right corner so that it would maybe feel comfortable and give me a better roll down the fence. And, luckily it let me push it over there. And so now I'm just trying to decide, is it going to get too much speed up? Do I need to box it a little more? And I just decided they'd been slow all day. We'd go ahead and go. And similar to Shannon, it's a lot of wait, because they head early, and this cow gave me a good angle there and let my horse get a good shot at it, and it stayed where it didn't fall away from me in that turn. I actually lost my seat right there, but then gathered myself back together, and this cow is just like, it was actually turned out to be a really good cow, a little tricky in spots, but really not too hard to manage, and good for this colt to build his confidence and have him get through a run like where everything went right for him.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about 3-year-olds, so it is asking a lot of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to be really proud of your training program and then being able to show them and when they step up and do their part too. What's your reaction, both of you, to having the high score?
Oh, I think it's exciting. I was super excited. This is the first time I've shown out here in Texas, so I was pretty stoked. I just wanted to make the finals, and I was just really happy about how my horse has been working.
The first time?
Yeah, out here, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, not only did you make the non-pro finals, but you made it in all 3 divisions, so
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That has to feel like a huge accomplishment.
It does. It's been a lot of work, as you know. I mean, it's a lot of work to train them, and luckily I get a lot of help, and I have a huge support system, so it's been good.
Yeah, a lot of work, a lot of highs and lows.
Yeah.
So when you get these kind of accomplishments, you really value them.
Yeah.
Talk about your reaction to having the high score.
Delighted. It's always fun to win a go round, but the fence work, is like such a big deal, and it seems really hard to do. Been doing it a long time, and I did win it one other time a long time ago, and it was like, don't know if I'll ever get that done again. So I'm very, very excited. I just want to thank God, and I want to thank my husband and my son, both my sons. I too have a great support system, and couldn't get there without all that.
Yeah,
We actually got to interview your son at one point, and he told us that you keep him humble. But he does the same for you, right?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's already been on me like, hey, Mom, remember what happened last year? Let's not do that again. Don't be a chicken. That was the words he gave me before I walked over here, yeah.
Okay. Little added motivation.
Yeah, for sure.
You actually did really well this morning. You were 218.5 in the herd work.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit.
No, it was great. It was the run I'd been praying for. That horse is so fun in the herd. He has been all summer, and it was a little daunting to go at the end of the herd, and we had a red cow picked out that came up we hadn't really seen it. Farron Hightower and Shad Parkinson, helped me pick cattle, and then my husband Sean and Kelby Phillips turned back for me, and I didn't think that cow was going to come out, and I actually, kind of feel like the Lord helped me out, because I went in after it. It was facing the gate, and I was about to give up, and it just turned around, jumped out in front of me, and I really think that's where we got a lot of our points. It was a great cow to cut, just so much fun to let him do his thing, and yeah, it was fun. I had a great time.
That's awesome. Well, I can tell you're all lit up about it, and,
Yeah.
and having fun is really important. Obviously, it's a lot of work, but what draws you to your love for the working cow horses and showing in the NRCHA?
When I was younger, it was the thrill. Like I said, it's an adrenaline rush and all that stuff, and I just couldn't get enough of it. Couldn't go down the fence enough, and now it's for me, it's more about like. Building the relationship with that horse, and watching them grow and get better, and then to ride horses that, just like that one, that really love their job. Like he does really love his job, and that, it does. It lights you up. It's like the horse had as much fun as I did. I know he did.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's so cool. 3-time Snaffle Futurity champion. So
Yeah.
you've had a lot of accomplishments in your career, nearly $500,000 in lifetime earnings. So this has been great for you and your whole family, hasn't it?
It has. I tell people that it's a unique blessing to be a part of the cow horse. It feels like a protected place to raise your family. It's like a hidden gem, and the friends that we have, and the way that everyone supports each other, and it's something special.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen you agree with a lot of this.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything
Every
you
word.
want to add?
Oh, I don't know. I love the challenge of the young horses. I love to see them improve. And I love the people of this sport. Just like she said, it is a special, unique group, and it's just really fun. The support that I have received has just been unbelievable. So, yeah,
That's so good to hear. I love that about this whole industry. Talk about where you're from and your background in getting started with working cow horses.
I live in Clements, California, and I started a long time ago. Like when I was like 18, I started some colts, and I just kept wanting to get better and wanting to get better. I became friends with Jake Gorel, and I've ridden with him probably the entire time, and learned a lot from him. And so that's pretty much where I got started. I tend to buy colts that I can afford and train them up and try and get them shown and sell them. And I do it kind of the hard way, but I really enjoy it. I enjoy the process.
Yeah, well, I know it can be a long process, and this makes it a lot of fun, and it's been great to get to visit with both of you and celebrate your high scores. Anything else either of you want to add?
No, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming up, and best of luck.
Thanks.
Good job this morning, and
Thank
we're
you.
excited to see how the rest of it goes. This is the 2025 NRCHA Snaffle Bit Futurity presented by Metallic Cat. We've had the chance to visit about the non-pro cow work high scores, Shannon Haskins and Tammy Jo Hayes. Another big congratulations to them, and best of luck in the finals. I'm Amy Wilson here at the EQN Sports Desk. It's driven by Holiday Auto Group.